In this video, let's learn how to connect any website to its domain. So a website is hosted inside some server where you have purchased your hosting services, and you also have a domain that you have purchased from some other domain service provider, let's say GoDaddy. So let's say that these two domain service providers and hosting providers are different entities, two different companies and two different portals. So for any two different portals, how do you connect the domain to the website where it is hosted? That's what you are going to learn. So let's check this out. So this is my Wix account where I have got a website running. They are hosting the website. The page builder is inside Wix, and this is how the website looks like as of now. Okay, it's completely ready, but it is currently not pointing to any personal domain that I have. It is pointing to this particular URL called https://c.rudrinil.wixsite.com. That means the URL belongs to Wix site and then /consultant, right? So this is a problem. I want it to be under my domain. And now on the other side, if I check out this GoDaddy account that I have got a domain over here called rudrinil.in, and I want to connect this domain to this site. Okay, that's the problem statement. And this is the kind of thing that you may have between any two kind of service providers. On one side, you have got domain, and the other side, you have got hosting. So any kind of such combination like GoDaddy, Hostinger, or let's say you have got Bluehost and GoDaddy, and so on. So all those combinations, how you can work with that, right? So we'll take one example over here, the one that I'm showing it to you. So first option, what I will go is I'll try to figure out in any kind of a hosting service provider, how can I get the option to connect to the domain, right? So I'll click that on Wix over here. So let me click over here. So in Wix, it works like this. Now I'll provide the URL name, rudrinil.in, right? That's the one over here. So I provided that. I click on let's go. Okay, so it's doing some sort of searches and all those things. In many hosting providers, you will not find this. This step will be completely not shown to you. Okay, so it's saying that they have found that rudrinil.in is hosted at or it's purchased from GoDaddy. Okay, so then I can say yes, it is from GoDaddy because I know that it's from GoDaddy. Even if it's not, doesn't matter. Let's click on start over here. It's giving me some steps over here. Now you can click on start.
To connect your domain to your site, follow the steps in this interactive video. Step by step.
We'll go to the last
On your
step.
left, click Verify Connection to check that your domain settings were updated. Copy each of the Wix names.
So what you need to find out is in this fourth step, okay? At least in Wix. In other different kind of hosting providers, what you need to look for is this part, okay? So what you're looking at are two name servers. Now don't go into the complexity of what name servers are. Name servers are some servers to which your domain should be pointing at. Right now, your domain in GoDaddy is pointing at some GoDaddy's name server, okay? So if I click on DNS over here, on the side of the domain provider, what you have to do is you have to find the way to go to their DNS, okay? So over here, I can see it's DNS showing up directly over here. So I'll go to the DNS and there I'll find an option to change the name servers, okay? So any domain provider, you have to find the DNS of your of the domain that you have purchased, and inside the DNS, you have to find a place where you can change the name server. Let me show you another example over here in Google Domains. Okay, so I'm inside now Google Domains, and I have got another website inside Google Domains. So if I click on manage over here inside my domain, you'll see that DNS option comes up. I click on DNS, and then I have got the name server option that is right now pointing to some other server. Okay, so that's how you try to find this thing out. Any kind of a domain service provider would have a DNS option. And if you go inside DNS option, over there you'll find settings to change the name server. Now on the Wix side, I have got these two name servers that I need to insert over here inside the name servers. So let me click on change. Enter my own name servers. That's the option we'll choose. And we'll insert the name servers. Copy from here. And do a Control V or paste over here. Copy from here again. And paste it over here. Okay. Now click on save. It will give you a warning. Just go ahead with it. Okay. So now our changes that we needed to do is done. Your request is in progress. So what happens is once you change the name server, you see that the name server right now is showing as Wix DNS, the one we copied from here. Okay. Now, once this is done, you can click on verify connection over here to check whether the connection is done. Often it takes some time. They will ask you for about 40 hours or so for the entire connection to be done. And then once that is done, you don't have to go to the website using the Wix site URL. You can directly type in rudranil.in, and the page that you're seeing over here will show up on rudranil.in. That's the deal, okay? So let's click on verify connection and see if it is working for us or not. All right, so my part is done is what it says. Now Wix has got a very good user tool, so you can get some sort of these messages. But even if you don't in other kind of hosting services, this is the step that you have to do, and then wait for some time. Now it tells me that I have to wait till July 25, but it doesn't go that long often. It will get done in within a few hours, maybe 4 or 5 hours. And after 4 or 5 hours, if I type in rudranil.in over here, you see nothing is showing up right now. But after 4 or 5 hours, you will see that once I type in rudranil.in, I'll see this page inside rudranil.in. Okay. So I hope that this made sense to you, and you will be able to figure it out yourself for any server hosting and domain provider. The simple thing is that find out the name servers, copy it from one side, paste it into the other, and your job is done. So thank you for watching, and I'll meet you in the next video.